After Joshua died, the people lost their way. They turned from God, chasing after idols. And every time they drifted, enemies rose up against them. Life became unbearable. So the people cried out, and God, in His mercy, sent judges, leaders who would rise up to rescue them. But this cycle repeated: rebellion, suffering, deliverance, then back to rebellion again. It's heartbreaking. But right in the middle of all this chaos, a new kind of leader appears. Her name was Deborah. Deborah wasn't a soldier. She wasn't a king. She was a prophetess, a woman who heard God's voice with clarity and courage. Day after day, she sat beneath a palm tree, and the people came to her, seeking wisdom, seeking justice. At that time, Israel lived in fear. A ruthless commander named Sisera ruled with 900 iron chariots, machines of war that crushed any opposition. Villages were abandoned, roads were empty, hope was fading. But Deborah heard God's call, and she spoke it aloud. She summoned a warrior named Barak. Her message was clear: God commands you, gather your men, go to Mount Tabor. The Lord will deliver Sisera into your hands. But Barak hesitated. Facing Sisera's chariot seemed impossible. So he looked at Deborah and said, "I'll go, but only if you go with me." Deborah didn't waver. She agreed. But she gave him a prophecy. "Because of the path you've chosen, the honor will not be yours. The Lord will deliver Sisera into the hands of a woman." The day came. Barak's men charged, and then nature itself shifted. Rain poured down, the river flooded, and Sisera's iron chariots, his great advantage, were trapped in the mud. The unstoppable war machine was suddenly useless. Panic spread. Sisera's army crumbled, and God's people, once powerless, gained the victory. Sisera fled on foot, only to meet his end at the hands of another woman, fulfilling Deborah's prophecy to the last word. That day, Deborah and Barak sang a song of victory. In it, Deborah was called a mother in Israel, not because she bore armies or carried weapons, but because she gave her people courage, wisdom, and the strength to rise again. Under her leadership, the land had peace for 40 years. Deborah's story reminds us that true strength isn't about titles or force. It's about listening to God's voice and acting with courage, even when fear surrounds us. In a book filled with failure and darkness, her story shines like light. A woman anointed, chosen, and brave enough to lead when others could not. The book of Judges tells us many things, but Deborah's story leaves us with this: when the world feels broken, God can raise up hope from the most unexpected places.